All right, she's been a Playboy, Playmate, and a penthouse pet. And she holds a PhD in clinical psychology and has a law degree. She also climbed Everest as a fetus. Her book, released last month, is called Dr. Z on Scoring: How to Pick Up, Seduce, and Hook Up with Hot Women. And now sitting right next to me is Dr. Z herself, Victoria Zdrok. I got her name right. Now, Dr. Z, your book has this line in the title: How to Pick Up, Seduce, and Hook Up with Hot Women. Now, are those three different things?
Yes. Well, picking up implies actually coming up and getting her number. A successful pickup.
It's not an actual physical, you're lifting her, possibly, and throwing?
The other hookup...
Ignore him, please.
...implies more of a sexual interchange of sorts. And seduction is the art of getting her in the mood and getting her in your bed. So there are different techniques that are discussed in the book.
I didn't know you had an... I'm kind of impressed. I didn't know there was any difference. Now, in your book, you say you know playmates who have spurned movie stars to marry auto mechanics. Name one, please.
Well, Jennifer Lavoie's married to a UPS delivery man.
Really?
Yes.
He's not an auto mechanic, is he?
Well, no, but there are a few that have married blue-collar workers, and some that are with guys who aren't employed.
Really? Now, because I assume that for one of those cases, there are 20 loathsome creatures like David Spade who hook up with girls because they like him because he's rich.
Well, there's always a few gold diggers out there. I don't deny that. However, majority of the women I know, and I've been in this industry for over 15 years, which dates me, I shouldn't say that, they end up with normal guys, with normal jobs, not particularly extraordinarily good-looking or rich.
But initially, playmates do make terrible choices in men, don't they? Is it because the implants affect their mental state?
No, because the mansion affects their mental state. What happens is the guys the guys you just mentioned, they have what I call propinquity, and that's proximity plus opportunity. You can create that by visiting these women's natural habitats.
What are they like? What are these habitats like?
Well, nail salon, hair salons, acting classes. There's a whole list in my book of things, of places where hot women hang out. Women that take care of themselves.
I hang out at all three of those.
Yes,
all three.
You just
I get an acting lesson while getting my nails done and my hair.
Oh, that's fantastic. I have a feeling, though, if someone like me was hanging out in front of a nail salon, it'd be kind of weird.
Well, I wouldn't do it in front of nail salons, but occasional manicure is okay. You know, this is a metrosexual thing. It's very popular.
Do I have to wear pants? Can I come in naked? Would that be a problem? You know, I have this list here. These are tips for men to get women to talk to them. And I like this. What do you mean by use buzzwords to extend conversation?
Okay, well, buzzwords, usually guys, they'll manage to come up to a woman and make an opener in line. Yeah. But then they don't know how to extend a conversation. They'll say, you know, how do you like this club? And she'll say, this crowd, it's crowded, and the guy, he won't know what to say next. So I talk in my book about using buzzwords or word hooks upon which you can continue conversation. So the word crowded would be your word hook, and you would say, I don't like crowds either, and whatever. So so the conversation flows naturally. Most guys get stuck. They'll introduce themselves, and then they're like, okay.
That's so true. I usually have a line, and then it's over. I start crying.
Well, because you're amazed they actually speak back, and then you got nothing.
You know, normally they're just tied up in my garage, pleading for their lives. Now, this is another thing you have guys do. It's basically called looming, which would be like me kind of hanging around like this. It's like you just kind of like spread your arms around and loom. Is that supposed to get women doing this?
Well, actually, I didn't come up with this. Anthropologist Helen Fisher did.
Oh, I know her, by the way.
Yes, she talks about that, and what they did, they observed.
I went to hedonism with Dr. Helen Fisher 10 years ago. Anyway,
they observed men in clubs, and that's what they do. The guys who are very good at picking up women, they do the looming. They appear larger, their shoulders are back, they have a confident swagger, they use a lot of gestures, they project their voice, and that's sort of like the, you know, the alpha male kind of stance.
Is it because of surface area? Like they just collect women?
No, that's true. Fat men would get all the women. They'd be like a huge, giant, like, dartboard with women stuck all over them. Now, you were in Playboy and Penthouse, real quick. Did you sleep with Hugh Hefner?
No.
Oh, you didn't?
When I was in Playboy, he was married to Kimberly Conrad.
Oh, that didn't stop him when he was with me. All right, just kidding, people. All right, we got to go. Thank you, Dr. Victoria Zdrok. Buy the book. It's called Dr. Z on Scoring: How to Pick Up, Seduce, and Hook Up with Hot Women. It's not a book you put on your coffee table, though, because that will not impress women. You have to hide it.
Glove compartment.
Glove compartment. All right. Still to come in the next 30 minutes, Andy Levy's halftime report. Andy will do the report wearing nothing but a beginner's hog tie kit. Interesting. Plus, we've got an adorable baby penguin coming your way.